Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast. My name is Kim Johnson and I am a master mindset coach, creative strategist, and also happen to be a farmer. This is my chicken coop and I come out here every day to record a podcast, to teach distinctions, possibilities, new ways of thinking, and just bring some joy into the world. So welcome to the coop and let's start your day off in a fantastic way. Hey everybody, good morning. Let's talk about prompts. So that's not a term that's normally used. You know, when you think about it in terms of self-development or your goals or anything else, we don't use the word prompt. It's just not one of those things. And I'm not talking about being on time, like that's a very prompt person. I'm talking about prompts that show up, that like initiate things for us so we can be prompted into something. There's a prompt for us to look at. And they show up all day, every day. We notice something, and that can be a prompt for us to be able to take action, move forward. So I'll give you a good example. Yesterday, I was out walking. It was very hot while I was coaching, unusually hot. It's not supposed to be this hot this time of year, but it was very hot. And I decided to come up and pace on the porch because we have ceiling fans on the porch. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pace up there. So at least I have air moving because it was very stagnant and it felt very heavy. So that awareness of the air prompted me to move to the porch. So then when I got on the porch, I noticed that, the railings have like a lot of little frog poops on them. Now, this isn't something that is a bad thing. Like I want frogs all over my porch because they take care of mosquitoes and bugs, and I rarely have other bug problems because I have the frogs. But I typically remember to come out and wipe off this. And they don't look like poop. This is the crazy thing. They just look like little tiny, spots that are there. So here I am. I get up and I see it and I'm like, okay, go get the dustpan. And I go along and I sweep them all off. And I'm thinking to myself, isn't that funny that the prompt of the poop made me, it prompted me to go and get the dustpan and clean it. Then it was like, oh, well, I should really get the Clorox cleanup so that I could wipe it down and clean it up the right way. Now, that's not something, me in my organic world, people would be shocked that I use Clorox cleanup, but I do because I only have to use it once. I put it on the rag, I wipe it down, it's done, and boom, I'm not spraying all kinds of stuff. But then I go back and I'm like, okay, well, now I look and I say I should probably sweep because the leaves are coming off of, we have a lot of little maples that are bonsai'd on our porch, and it's starting to turn fall. So some of the leaves are starting to turn and they're starting to fall off. So I'm like, okay, I should probably sweep that up. And I started laughing about how there was a train of prompts that just kept showing up. And one thing led to another and led to another. And that's how our days often go. One thing prompts to another, thing prompts to another, thing prompts to another. And before you know it, you're like, how did this train get me to this spot? Because I didn't even intend to do this, which is exactly what happened to me yesterday. Because by the time I finished coaching and by the time I finished cleaning all of that up at the end of the night, it was way later than I thought I was going to go. And I was just like, interesting how I'm happy it got all done. And I'm happy that I looked at it and I noticed it, but I didn't anticipate that. Those prompts show up. And then the question is, do they need my attention right in that minute? Do I need to follow through in those minutes? Or should I have just said, okay, I will do that tomorrow when I have more time, which is today. Interesting. I didn't do it that way. I just said, you know what? I'm going to put it on. And it prompted me then, which is just so funny because now it was already later. And I was like, okay, well, now I'm just going to say, I'm just going to make this a stacked event today. And I'm just going to dump on the fact that I knew I wanted to go. I'm getting my hair cut today. So, anyone who has followed me for years knows that I don't like to go to the hairdresser to get my hair colored, and I do it myself. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that tonight. And then I started going through, okay, I think I want to go through and do a brain dump also of all the stuff that I need to teach myself on these courses that I'm taking. Like I need to go in and make sure I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, it was like such a wonderful thing to purge it all out, stack it all up and get it all done. And it all started with the little prompt of that being too hot walking and saying, I wish I had air. We do have air. You just have to get under the fans. Okay, let me go to the porch. If all of that stuff hadn't lined up with the having zero wind and the heat and all of that, I wouldn't have gotten as much done as I did, because it all started with that prompt way back at the beginning. But that's the point. Look for the prompts, because sometimes they lead you right back to a great place. All right, my friends, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.